Welcome back to MJL 3764 collecting Elvis on vinyl. Today I thought we'd look at another regular 60s album. So let's pick one and let's pick Elvis, aka the NBC TV special or the 68 TV special. Elvis the 68 TV special was issued in 1969 in the UK and reached number 2 in the UK LP charts. When issued, it was issued in mono only, which was quite strange really, considering that almost every Elvis album from 1960 was issued in both formats, stereo and mono. This was mono only. Features an iconic cover of Elvis performing If I Can Dream in front of the great Elvis sign in the red there. What can we say about this cover? 10 out of 10. Great cover. In the UK it was laminated on the front and matte on the back. And there's the back side, which again is a very good cover featuring 6 shots of Elvis. Years ago I remember this was the topic for a lot of discussions. The blue shirt. Was that filmed? Wasn't it filmed? Some people say it was just publicity shots, but there is a microphone there and there are shots of Elvis without the guitar standing up singing into a mic, so I don't really buy into that, but hopefully one day maybe you might find some new footage of Elvis from the 68 TV special wearing that shirt. Who knows? But a great cover. Both sides. Originally, 69, it was on the small orange label. Looking like that. Now again in 69 it was issued. Exactly the same cover. Laminated on the front. Matte on the back, and this was in the what we'll probably call the normal orange label. That's the normal, and that's the small orange label, both from 1969. Now for such a well-known LP, in the UK this album was only pressed in the golden age of vinyl from 69 to 85. It was only pressed about half a dozen times, so that's quite unusual really. Most Elvis albums have more pressings than that. So there's 2 more I need to collect. The next one, which was a 1978 orange label, which looked almost identical to this one, except it just said side 1. There was no mono on the top. And I also need to collect a new German black from around 84-85. So I need the 1978 orange pressing and the 1985 New German black. So the next copy I have is a 1979. This was the first copy that I ever owned. I bought it around 1980. And it's on the blue Elvis label. It's now got a matte cover throughout. Identical on the front, still says the RCA Victor, but slightly different on the back. As you can now see, all tracks electronically reprocessed. So that's how I first heard the 68 TV special. And it's on the blue Elvis label. And in 1982 it was issued again. Slightly different front cover, the Victor's missing. This is RCA on the international label. This is on the green. It's on a glossy cover, both sides, very nice. Again, slightly different on the back. And it's on the green international label. Favourite tracks from this album for me? Well, they'd probably be the newer tracks. If I Can Dream and the Gospel Medley will probably be my favourites from this album. I do like the rock and roll medley. It's quite well done. Not too keen on some of the instrumentation on it. You know, some of the orchestration sort of wore it down a little bit, but it certainly isn't as bad as what would happen years later with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, hijacking at least, 3 albums of Elvis material now with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Not my cup of tea at all. Apparently they're big sellers, but I don't own them and I don't wish to own them. But that's just my take on it. Let's have a look at the NBC TV special on CD. The first CD I owned of the 68 TV special looked like that. Featured 8 bonus tracks. And it was on the black label. And the backside looked like that. It's of course available on the 60th anniversary box set. Looking like that. And the cardboard sleeve. Very nicely done. This at the time was my go-to CD. This was issued on the 30th anniversary of the 68 TV special, 1998. This was a double CD. Featured the album plus bonus tracks and unreleased tracks. Very good release for its day. Featured all those tracks and 2 nice picture CDs. One there and that one there. So I would still highly recommend that CD. It's one of my favourites. Also, for the 30th anniversary, as you can see on the hype sticker there, we had one of the sit-down shows issued on CD. Another very good release. Nicely done. Excuse my hands. It looks like that. In 2012 this release came out. This is a 4-disc set. It's also very nice at the time. 2 discs there, the booklet in the middle, 2 discs there. Very good release. And there's all the tracks. Now it was released again years later on a box set, and I didn't buy that. I'm trying to think of the reason why I didn't buy it. I believe it wasn't complete. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, if they know the box set I'm talking about. I don't believe it had a little less conversation on it. But there was some reason why I didn't buy it. I don't think it was complete, so I didn't buy it. And of course you've got the King in the Ring, LP, etc, etc. There's a lot. There's so much material of the 68 special out there now. It's been issued so many times, especially on CD. And even in the 70s, really, on the Legendary Performer series, Volume 1, 2, 3 and 4 do feature material from the 68 TV special. So there was a lot of material recorded for that special. And of course the first FTD. So I don't own the classic album series FTD. There was a few unreleased tracks at the time on there, but I didn't bother to get that one. But this was the very first FTD, I'm sure most people know. 1999, Burbank 68, which featured some unreleased stuff from the special. Looking like that. Let's have a look at the DVD. The best DVD collection of the 68 TV special, in my opinion, would be this one. This came out in around 2004. As you can see there, 7 hours of material and 3 hours of previously unreleased material, stuff we'd never seen before. Absolutely stunning release, this one. 3-disc set. Nice booklet came with it. Just a wonderful release, this one at the time. And again, like the Aloha, which we discussed recently, it looks like it was recorded yesterday. I mean, the close-ups of Elvis in the black leather, it's just, the picture quality is so good. It looks like you can wipe the sweat off of him from the TV screen. It's really, really very well done. As I say, I do gripe about certain things, but when they do things right, I do champion the company, and this is absolutely excellent. Shame they can't do this with Elvis on tour, really. Superb release. Lots of outtakes. Stuff we'd never seen before. If you haven't got it, get it. Superb release. While I was going through the 68 special stuff, I couldn't help but show you this one. Any fan that's my age may remember this. Certainly the first time I saw it on VHS was this mountain video. 2 pictures of Elvis there on the front. One is the supposed picture from the 68 TV special, which was on the cover of the UK reissue of Elvis Gold Records Volume 2. And there's another picture taken from Jailhouse Rock. But as you can see, they've changed Elvis's appearance somewhat. Looking more like something from Planet of the Apes, I believe. Look at that. This was out in the late 70s, I believe. And the backside was not much better. There's a picture of Elvis from Aloha, but they've dyed his suit red. And of course Aloha's nothing to do with the Elvis comeback special. This is one of the videos which have survived. Had a lot of videos, but unfortunately they succumbed to dust. There's another one here, which features, I believe, one of the sit-down shows on this one. Unguarded Moments. In the UK, the single If I Can Dream was released in 1969 and reached number 11 in the charts. Unbelievably, this only got to number 11, this great song. I believe this song's actually better known now than it was then. It didn't seem to be appreciated at the time. And in the UK, our B-side of this was Memories. In the US, there was 2 singles, If I Can Dream and Memories. I've got the reissues here, gold standard reissues. There's If I Can Dream, USA. And on the B-side was Edge of Reality, which is probably my favourite pairing, certainly one of my favourite pairings ever of 2 Elvis songs. 2 great songs, 2 of my favourites, If I Can Dream, Edge of Reality. Also in the US, I had the single Memories. That's with Charo. In the last few years, If I Can Dream has been issued quite a few times as a single. This copy here from 1987. It was paired with Love Me Tender as a double A side. This reached number 56 in the UK singles chart. This is also available as a 12-inch. There's the single version on the black RCA, A side, and If I Can Dream as a double A. Also very quickly, in 2013 there was an official calendar issued replicated in the sleeve of the 68 TV special. Backside looked like that, and inside you had a nice American inner sleeve and lots of pictures from the 68 TV special. That was a nice release at the time. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, just remember, what is music? Life's no waste.